Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Hey, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. State applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. I got the energy to win it, my nigga. I'm feeling great. Gotta do, but definitely focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't. It can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go. I won't leave. Come plain clothes and police, straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 stick, you can get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal. Hey, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. I ain't stripping, think I'm hot shit in the yellow bucket with the mop stick. Y'all know how I put my phone off for this. Anyways, yeah, secondhand, don't come for me. Very broke. Let's begin. Ooh, shit. Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm in it. Chase score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10. Well, y'all already know what I look like. I'm still trying to keep it cool. I even got background sound. I'm out here in a campsite in a pool, inflatable pool with my hat, and I'm very comfortable. Before we begin, you know how I do. And of course, hello. So anyways, just wanted to let y'all know, yeah, I'm still doing the swimsuit thing. Like I said, when it gets cool, I'll put some clothes on. But anyways, let's begin. The fuckery is strong tonight. That's all I can tell y'all. Give me just a moment. Let me get my screen set up and let's see here. Where's my story? Because y'all won't believe this shit. It's like the family is just here.
God dang internet. All of a sudden now I want to act the fool. Been working fine all damn day. But anyways, yeah, this poor family right here. All I can say is somebody need to do something about this damn department. If this is the same police department, that's all I gotta say. So 16-year-old brother of black airman unalive by deputy found fatally pew-pewed. This was reported 2 days ago. This is ridiculous. The 16-year-old brother of a U.S. Air Forceman who was unalived by a Florida sheriff's deputy in his home has been fatally pew-pewed less than 3 months later. That poor woman. Andre Fortson, the brother of senior airman Roger Fortson, who was pew-pewed unalived by police in May, was unalived earlier this week in DeKalb County, Georgia. Oh, it was a different place. Either way, that's a fucked up situation with the family. Damn. This was per CBS News. The Fortson family is battling the loss of yet another young member of their family, attorney Ben Crump said in a statement. This has been an incredibly challenging time for them with the loss of Roger. Losing the life of yet another young family member, a mere child, has been an absolute devastation. According to authorities, the unaliving of Andre Fortson unfolded on Tuesday, July 30th, in the breezeway of an apartment complex. Two groups of people who pew-pewed at each other for reasons that remain unclear. Following the gunfire, neighbors who said they heard the cars driving off, Andre Fortson was left bleeding in the breezeway. A 20-year-old suspect was arrested on charges of aggravated assault and booked into DeKalb County Jail. Andre's pew-pew comes less than 3 months after his brother Roger Fortson was pew-pewed and unalive. Yes, exactly. Good grief, this is ridiculous. I hope he had nothing to do with what was going on with all the flying bullets and stuff. I really hope that he wasn't a part of it and he was just an innocent bystander. Anyways, Andre's pew-pew comes less than 3 months after his brother Roger. Yeah, I think I read that. Oh no, Forson was pew-pewed and unalive by Okaloosa County Sheriff's Department Deputy Eddie Duran at his apartment in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. The airman, who was holding a gun pointed towards the floor, was unalive records seconds after he answered the door. Body camera footage shows Duran was fired from the sheriff's office after investigation found the airman did not make any hostile attacking movements, and therefore the former deputy's use of a deadly force was not objectively reasonable. Well, you know what? If it wasn't objectively reasonable and you could fire him, how come you didn't arrest him? That would make more sense. He unalived someone with no reason, okay? Not only did he unalive someone who didn't deserve it, he also unalived someone that actually served the goddamn country. You jackasses, but you're gonna just fire him. What kind of bullshit is that? Y'all need to stop. All right, before I move on, let me see something here. Oh, okay. Let me move that over. I got two. I hope this works because you know how I feel about these damn slideshows. But I just want to catch up to the politics. Before I begin, you know how I do. I got to do my little commercial and stuff because you never know. Somebody might actually listen and subscribe. I lost 2 more people, so I'm at 121. I'm getting a little sad here, but hey, I'm still optimistic. Here we go, y'all. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. All right, so here we go now. Lord have mercy. So let's go over what happened in the politics this week. No, that's not what I wanted to look at first. Here it is, right here. This is what has just been going on in pop culture. Lord have mercy. Let's begin. So, United Airs bit back at Terrell Davis, and it does not look good. Oh, Lord. In an unexpected turn of events, United Airlines responded again to ex-Broncos running back Terrell Davis, but not with an apology he was awaiting. They had to undo a decision that would have gotten them even more flack. God dang it. Man, American Airlines, just knock it off. Leave people alone. Jesus. You need to start vetting your people. I don't know why people just don't vet everybody. I went down a list before. They were talking about people we've lost this year, Black people who have had a significant impact on every aspect of life, from entertainment to sports to politics to business. We've made this world a better place. Sadly, 2024 has seen us lose some of these industries' most important figures. As we make it halfway through the year, just join us in honoring the lives and legacies of those we've lost. I already went through that list, so if you're interested, go check out last week's show. Big new development in the R. Kelly case. Is he getting his creepy ass out? We already got to worry about Diddler. He's still out. He's still free, y'all. Despite it being more than a year since R. Kelly was sentenced to 20 years for his Chicago X crimes against minors, his legal team is still fighting for his freedom. I really don't want him to get out. So I'm not going into these. These are not my top stories. I'm just catching y'all up on what we've all missed because I really wasn't checking for him. After meeting his son for the first time, this unaliver did the unthinkable. Keenan Turner and Ebony Wright were together in a relationship when Wright became pregnant with her first child. While this may have been cause for celebration from some couples, it wasn't for Turner, who asked Wright to get an abortion. Lord have mercy. And then he went ahead and took care of it and just deleted everybody in the situation. That's just sick. And I hope you get your ass whooped, sir. United Airlines, again, responds to Terrell Davis' flight ban, but his legal team says the damage has been done. So apparently this is another update that happened the same week. United Airlines is trying to do right by Terrell Davis after an incident with flight attendant during a family trip ended with the former Denver Bronco running back being led off the plane in handcuffs and placed on a no-fly list. Was he taken off the no-fly list? That for damn sure. And he should be able to get his whole legacy should be able to get first class. That's all I'm saying. First class for the rest of their life. This one right here. Hey, Mama G, I hope you're doing good. You just started. We're just recapping what crazy stuff happened this week before we get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, so Black children were racially harassed by neo-Nazi group in downtown Nashville. Sounds about right. They're assholes. Whites against replacement war. What the hell? There ain't nobody trying to replace y'all asses. The last thing I want to do is be you. Last week, as a group of Black boys who are known for their entertainment drum performances on plastic buckets were performing in downtown Nashville, members of a neo-Nazi group started harassing the crew and shouting racial slurs. You know what? Y'all some dirty ass bastards sometimes, really. Y'all need to go somewhere. And then you got the nerve to sit up there and complain about us. White South African serial killer who unalived dozens of Black people for sport, unalived. But information about his illing spree lives on. You know what? Somebody should have hunted your ass down. We are not fucking animals. Y'all act more beastly than we do. Oh, he's ugly too. He looked like a wolf. He looks like an animal. Really, he looks like a wolf man, you ugly bastard. Rest in purgatory. Not power, sir. Oh snap, finally Carly Russell speaks after faking her abduction and kidnapping hoax. So I already reported on that mess. I don't know why she felt anybody wanted to know about her birthday. I still want to interview that wig. I'm just saying. I interviewed the Alabama Slammer. I want to interview Carly's wig. Kamala Harris's stepdaughter had a scary incident involving Secret Service. Damn, she looks like her father. New York City is known for its crazies, but 45-year-old Harry Heyman might not have realized that he was messing with Ella Emhoff, the stepdaughter of Vice President Kamala Harris and a person protected by the United States Secret Service. Apparently, he got his ass whooped. They just do whatever they want in this country. Yes, they do. Hey, Miss Bev, I hope you're doing well. I'm so happy to see y'all here. I'm just going through the highlights of this week, and then we're going to get into the real stories. Lord have mercy. You know they're trying to get R. Kelly, still trying to get him out. So in this horrific case, a man unalived his girlfriend and left her children for unalived. Good grief. See, some of these stories I can't go into because it's just too damn depressing. 4 years after a mother of four was found unalived in a car that was pulled out of the Sacramento River, a 31-year-old man has been convicted of her unaliving. I think I reported that, though. And that's basically it with what happened this week in regular news. And if you do hear a crackling, it's because like this environment has a sound effect, and that's the crackling of a campfire. But I refuse to be anywhere near fire. It's fucking hot. It has cooled down, but that's because it's been a freaking monsoon. Take your pick, I guess. Take your pick. So next we're gonna get into just a little rundown with politics. You know, I'm not really into it, but with the election coming up and that damn orange turd, I have to focus on my survival. So let's look at this.
Emotional content.
So basically we've got about 12 on the checkout. It wasn't a really busy week. I was able to do that. Thank you so much. I was so happy when I found that hat. I had to get it, and it was free 99. Actually, it was free 00. God dang it. But respects to that. If y'all ever get into like VTubing or something, I will give you the link. I usually like those and go back to the creator and give respect and all that. So first up, 7 reasons why Kamala Harris, as a black woman, is destined to be a great president. As long as she freaking doesn't take back our rights, I'm good. Because at this point, that's all we got. President candidate Kamala Harris is it Kamala or Kamala? Kamala Harris is infused with enough a hashtag black girl magic to help her unalive it in the office. Can I say kill it in the Oval Office? I hope so. And be a successful world leader. Here are just 7 reasons based on accomplishments throughout her career and all sorts of research on how black women excel at, well, everything. So I'm not getting into that, but at this point, I don't know. She's both. She claims both. I don't know why we're only focusing on one thing, damn it. All I have to say is just don't crack down on us. We already got shit on our back as it is, Kamala. Can this professor predict Kamala win? He is usually never wrong. He was wrong with that haircut. I can safely say that. You were wrong with that haircut and that tie, sir. America is less than 100 days away from choosing the next president. From President Joe Biden dropping out of the race and endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris to former President Donald Trump being pew-pewed at his own rally. This election season has nothing short of a roller coaster. I hope I'm under a solid, stable roof by the time it's time to vote. But if not, I can at least vote remotely over the internet because I already registered for it. So I really hope that I'll have my own roof by the time it's time to vote. Also, I reported on this. The dumbass went and flapped his mouth off too much at the National Association of Black Journalists. Oh, Lord have mercy. Black journalists were already pissed off that Donald Trump was invited to the National Association of Black Journalists annual convention that they look forward to each summer. The mood in the convention center of the Hilton, Chicago, was one of the skepticism and annoyance, which grew as the delay of Trump's scheduled noon arrival grew to nearly 90 minutes, pushing back the convention's other scheduled events. That bastard made it sound like it was their fault. You learn something new every day. He's still ugly as hell. That's all I gotta say. Damn, he's ugly. So what white dudes did for Kamala Harris on Monday night? I reported that. If you missed it, amid the nonstop Ross's attacks, Kamala Harris has received from white conservative supporters. More than 150 white men joined the online stream for the White Dudes for Harris online fundraising. Even that raised more than $4 million for the president hopeful. And thanks to goddamn Meg Thee Stallion, apparently there's holes for Harris as well. What kind of bullshit is that? Anyways, the most insane claims made about Kamala Harris so far, as Vice President Kamala Harris continues to campaign as the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, Trump supporters are hurling a bevy of Ross's insults, her way to deter from winning the election in November. Trump repeated one of them today during his appearance on the National Association of Black Journalists in Chicago, in which he claimed Harris isn't really black and that's just the beginning. Sir, you do realize you are like the first generation to be in this damn country and you're German? How about that? You can't really talk. Ooh, I can't stand that man. Yeah, they are. They are giving it to her. But I if she was the DA for so long in California, she probably got a whole lot of shit before. Hopefully she's made for it. So Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg is not having Trump's attempt to overturn hush money convictions. Good. In a blistering 69-page brief filed Thursday, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg demanded Judge Juan Merchan throw out Donald Trump's appeal of his infamous hush money conviction, arguing that Trump's behavior is not protected by the Supreme Court, granting his immunity for his official duties. Yes, you can. Let me just say this much about this shit. You orange, ugly ass turd. You were not president when you did this shit, which is illegal. You were a citizen of the country. You were not protected by immunity. I hope you go to jail, you ugly bastard. Just saying. Do I seem biased? Maybe. Yes, no, I don't know. Anyways, exclusive Governor Wes Moore says this is how you earn the black male vote. What did he say? Well, at least he's black. Because so far, everybody else is talking for us. While Vice President Kamala Harris continues to make great strides with American voters and support for former President Donald Trump has increased since his 2020 loss to President Joe Biden, there's one group of Americans that neither candidate can truly get a hold of. Black men. Girl, you forgot the F. There's an F at the end. He's all the way, Trump even made threats on Bragg's life. I'm not surprised. I'm telling you right now, I don't give a damn. But black men, I just want you to remember, this bastard is trying to bring back stop and frisk. Okay? So, yeah, go ahead. Who was the main person that got frisked? Black men, just letting you know. Ex-owner Elon Musk tweets fake racist video of Kamala Harris violating his own damn policy. That's a hot mess right there. And I didn't say damn. That was actually typed in the title. On Friday, July 26, ex-owner Elon Musk shared a deepfake video making fun of Vice President Kamala Harris on the popular app. Who said that's popular? That shit been going down since you got it. The clip uses AI to imitate Harris's voice to spoof her own campaign. Even though Musk is the owner of the platform, sharing the racist video violates X's policies against synthetic and manipulation media. So that means he needs to get his ass dropped too. You know what I'm saying? Your ass needs to be banned. You're going against your own damn rules. I mean, you're not above God. Get your ass banned. Shit. Get on my nerves. Ooh, that was my knee. Reaction to what sounded like Trump threatening the nation with dictatorship. Again? He is such an ugly ass bastard. I'm telling you right now, ain't nothing cool about this dude. He is just ugly. I can't stand him. Yeah, that's how I feel, but a little bit more concision, or I don't give a fuck. I just made a new word. I don't care. Anyways, former president and current convict felon Donald Trump, who is scheduled to make an appearance he already did it. Let's see, when the hell was this reported? Shit, I'm late. That bastard just got on my fucking nerves. That was already reported. I already reported that shit. They were outrageous claims Donald Trump made in a room full of black. Yeah, we already heard that shit. I don't want to talk about that shit. Every time they bring it up, it pisses me off now because he sounded like a fucking asshole. And why did they invite that damn skinny ass woman from Fox News? Ooh, her voice irritates the shit out of me. I'm just saying, she annoys me. But anyways, let's move on because yeah, I told y'all about this asshole, and I really was debating on whether I wanted to report, but, it's still fucked up, so I need to report it. Man allegedly fatally pew-pewed girlfriend while she was driving her kids. What kind of bullshit is this? A California man is facing charges after he allegedly fatally pew-pewed his girlfriend while she was driving her children People reports. 31-year-old Mandico Quazdo, oh Lord, I ain't saying his name again, was convicted of first-degree murder last week. First-degree homicide last week in the July 2020 unaliving of Carlina Clayton. The jackass's conviction comes after officers were called to the residence over reports of shots fired on July 27th, 2020. According to a witness, Clayton and the jackass argued in the driveway of the residence before getting into a vehicle with 4 children. Sacramento County man later reported the sound of a pew-pew and a vehicle going into the Sacramento River. The man said when he and his friend went to investigate the sound, they found the vehicle submerged in the river and the jackass standing nearby the car, not doing anything to help. As you can see, Sacramento's going through it. And what you say? We living in some scary times. We living in end times, damn it, and I don't want to see it. I thought I would be very glad not to be here when Armageddon comes. I don't want to see that mess. Woo! I live in the hood of Sac. I am so sorry, ma'am. I lived in the hood of Houston. No, I didn't. I ain't even gonna lie. I lived in, it was all right. But I hung out in the hood. That's all I can say. Jackass is scheduled to be sentenced on September 6th. He faces 53 years to life in prison because basically they said Clayton was found without a pulse and severe bleeding from her head. They also said she was pew-pew twice in the head. You know what? I don't know what to say about this shit. I really don't. Oh, yeah, girl, I'm not going to fake the funk. I grew up in the hood in Boston, but I've seen the hood of Houston. I can't claim that I was even near living in the hood because I hung out in that bitch. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell they got $40 out my damn tight ass jeans. Shit. Our area is old property with original owners, but we walk a couple blocks left and right and we're taking it. Girl, I'm so sorry. Well, the property I live on, they gentrify. Oh, Lord, let me get that out of the way. They gentrifying the hell out of us. Because at this point, they talking about $1,800. Girl, I was paying $1,350. I don't know what to say. But pray for me. That's all I can keep telling y'all. Pray for me because I'm scared. I know Terry says she got my back, but I don't want to encroach on nobody. Everybody loves their space. I don't want to be in anybody's space. So I'm ready if I have to live in my car. I'm just saying. But anyways, Don Lemon is pissed off and y'all saw it. So let me move on into it. And then the smoke got me. So Don Lemon sues Elon Musk over canceled X show. I can't use a debit card around here. I have to get Venmo because my debit card took twice. Damn. Girl. Now they got smart thieves. That's worse. So this dude who I've heard is just renownedly known as being catty anyways. I just don't like catty people. Him and the other catty, the Ross's catty one, they going at each other, I guess. Former CNN anchor Don Lemon is suing Elon Musk after a deal with the with Twitter owner went sour. You know what? Why the hell does Musk always feel like he can just not adhere to goddamn contracts? I mean, he make contracts and feel like he can renege anytime he wants. It's getting ridiculous. Just because you rich don't mean you need to throw your money around in front of our faces, you jackass. Anyways, so on Thursday, August 1st, news broke that Lemon filed a complaint against Musk on an X show, Twitter show, starring the journalist that was scrapped before its debut per People because the asshole got butthurt and couldn't take the questions he was asking. Lemon, who exited his longtime role at CNN in April 2023, announced in January that he was partnering with Musk to create the Don Lemon Show, which would premiere exclusively on X and feature honest debate and discussion without the hall monitors. However, Lemon said Musk backed out of the partnership just days before the show was set to debut, forcing him to air the first episode of his show independently. Lemon's lawsuit claims that Musk committed fraud and a breach of contract, misappropriated Lemon's name and likeness, and became unjustly enriched when the platform kept the money made from Lemon's videos and posts, among other allegations, reports said. Girl, don't you know? They coming after everybody now. Lemon expressed reservations about entering into a partnership with X due to the ongoing controversy surrounding the X platform. The suit continues in response and to induce Lemon to enter into an exclusive partnership deal with Twitter. I swear I'm not doing that. Yes, please do a quick prayer for Miss Bev. She desperately need. Well, I don't know. It's not desperately, but I feel like prayers are desperately needed all around because I need them too. So we all need to get some prayers. So don't forget, or when you got a moment, or when you go to bed tonight, remember your sisters and your brothers. That's all I can say. So going back to this, since ending the partnership, Lemon's attorneys allege Musk has tweeted negatively about Lemon repeatedly to his large audience. This case is straightforward. Lemon's attorney, Carney Shergerin, said in a statement, Twitter executives used Don to prop up their advertising sales pitch, then canceled the partnership and dragged Don's name through the mud. What are we saying? Lemon is seeking financial restitution and a jury trial. On Friday, Musk responded to Lemon's lawsuit on Twitter, saying he made a series of impressively insane demands. We declined, therefore there was no deal. It is a deal if you sit your ass up there and sign the paper and it has been notarized by witnesses. That is a solid deal. It's too late to back out. Sheesh. Oh, believe me, Terry know about the hood. Both of us from the hood. I didn't stay in the hood because my mom got us the hell out the state. But man, the hood ain't the same as it used to be. That's all I can say. Before I move into more fuckery, you know how I do. Let me do my commercial one more time. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. Oh man, okay. I'm back. Give me a second. Thought I saw a mosquito or something. All right, so let's look at this. Black student called Cotton Picker kneeled on by peer, lawsuit says. I can't do it. What's not? Oh, okay, yeah, you talking about the hood is definitely not the same. I'm blessed with great neighbors left and right. We look out for one another. I wish I had a support circle like that. I'm just blessed that I ran into Terry. She has really kept my mind off of a lot of what's going on for me this month. So thank you again, Terry. So a family has filed a civil rights lawsuit alleging that why the hell is it here? Massachusetts school district didn't do enough to protect a black student who was harassed and bullied per WBZ. According to the lawsuit filed with the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights, a 14-year-old student was called a cotton picker by a peer last December at Amos Lawrence Middle School of the Brookline schools. Good grief. Brookline is not the hood. I can safely say that much. It is not the hood. In another instance, a peer kneeled on the black student's neck after he tripped and fell on the ground, according to the lawsuit. The suit states the peer jeered George Floyd during the incident. The 8th grader's parents said Brookline school officials failed to help their child. All we wanted to do was to give our son opportunities we didn't have, the child's father, Ricardo, said. I really just wanted and truly believe that humanity exists, like caring about people, checking in on them. And that's what I wanted them to do for my son. By not checking in on him, you are saying a lot, Weedy, the student's mom added. The family alleged that they reached out to the school and district officials to facilitate meetings with the parents of the officials involved to no avail. If my son had done something even remotely close to what had happened, he would have been expelled. God knows he probably would have been in juvenile detention right now, depending on the circumstances, Ricardo said. What I was more surprised about is the fact that they are very nonchalant about the whole thing. And that is another reason why I carry a baseball bat in my car and a taser on my backpack, in my backpack. And I'm telling you right now, y'all come at me. Don't you touch me, damn it. I say it all the time. Stay in your lane and say the fuck away from me. Mind your own damn business, and we will have world peace. That's ignorant. That's some ignorant shit there. That's all I can say. Y'all need to stop this bullshit because that shouldn't happen. And somebody will teach that little boy how to fight. Because seriously, you got people doing that shit to you. You need to learn how to fight, little boy. You ain't got no excuse. You young and you got muscles. Go work the muscles out. Protect yourself because it look like ain't nobody else gonna be able to do it. Not in that area, anyways. Whoo, Lord. But anyways, we got a little bit more fuckery, and then we gonna get into some comeuppance. I got a few comeuppance stories. So let's go.
Emotional content.
Nowadays, only the blood Jesus can protect us anymore. I be begging for it every week, and I'm begging for it because, oh my goodness, them people gonna try and use me again like a piece of equipment, and I ain't gonna let it happen. Damn it, my body is broken up enough, and especially when I'm trying to procreate, if possible. But first, the roof over my head. So Black and other minority farmers are receiving $2 billion in direct payments for the federal government after facing years of discrimination. The Associated Press reports. Let me see. Let me put that up there. Okay. According to the USDA, over 23,000 farmers were approved to receive payments ranging from $10,000 to $500,000. Another 20,000 people who planned to start a farm but were denied a USDA loan received payments between $35,000 and $6,000 or $6,000. $5,000. No, it doesn't sound right. Anyways, the payments come after a long history of the USDA refusing to process loans from Black farmers, approving smaller loans compared to white farmers, and putting foreclosures on Black farmers quicker than their counterparts. In a statement, USDA Secretary Tom Vilsack said that the payment is not compensation for anyone's loss or the pain endured, but it's an acknowledgement by the department. National Black Farmers Association founder and president John Boyd Jr. said the aid is helpful but only serves as a band-aid to a bigger problem. It's like putting a band-aid on somebody that needs open heart surgery, Boyd said. We want our land, and I want to be very, very clear about that. Boyd is still active in a federal lawsuit over 120% debt relief that was approved by Congress for Black farmers in 2021. $5 billion were allocated from the program in the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 stimulus package. And there's your inflation, y'all. However, Black farmers never received the money as white farmers filed several lawsuits claiming their constitutional rights were being violated because they were excluded from receiving aid. Congress later amended the law and offered financial help to a broader group of farmers, allocating $3.1 billion to help those struggling with the USDA-backed loans and $2.2 billion to pay farmers who the agency discriminated against. Good grief, y'all can't stop for complaining. Shit. How about this, y'all? How about you shut your little pale behinds up? Nobody's trying to discriminate about y'all. The fact is you got your motherfucking loan. They never did. Okay? Shit. Always gotta have your damn hand out too. Sometimes put your hand in your pocket. How about that? Sometimes just put your goddamn hand in your pocket and shut the hell up and let a group of people finally get what's owed to them. Okay? Shit. The goddamn country done fucked up over so many damn races, and you guys can't shut the fuck up for 1 minute and let them do right. You need to stop it. You just need to fucking stop it. But anyways, this one I didn't find on the Black News, but I did feel that this was a very important story to report. So if y'all will excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to y'all about this one right here.
Emotional content.
So let me get the title up here. Appeals court, separate, distinct minority groups can't join together to claim vote dilution. What the fuck? So the court ruled on a redistricting case in Galveston County, Texas, where Black and Latino groups had joined to challenge district maps drawn by the county commission. You and your fucking loopholes, you assholes. I don't trust the government. So this was reported in New Orleans. Distinct minority groups cannot join together in coalition to claim their votes are diluted in redistricting cases under the Voting Rights Act. A divided federal appeals court ruled Thursday, acknowledging that it was reversing years of its own precedent. So let me get this damn straight. You put us under shit called BIPOC, which basically, indignant. It makes Native Americans and Black people basically have gone through way more bullshit. And to put us all under the same umbrella, like we all suffered the same thing. Yeah, I don't understand how you can't let us go ahead then and join together to fight an injustice. It makes no sense. You just can't. What the fuck? It's all of this rules for thee, not for me. You assholes. Okay, then. How about this, white folks? We go and if you Irish, you cannot go against join together with a German motherfucker. How about that? Huh? Motherfuckers. We're all brown, real talk. Anyways, at issue was a redistricting case in Galveston County, Texas, where Black and Latino groups had joined to challenge district maps drawn by the county commission. A federal district judge had rejected the maps, saying they diluted minority strength. A 3-judge panel of the New Orleans-based 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals initially upheld the decision before the full court decided to reconsider the issue, resulting in Thursday's 12-6 decision. Judge Judith Jones, writing for the majority, said such challenges by minority coalitions do not comport with Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act and are not supported by Supreme Court precedent. The decision reverses a 1988 Fifth Circuit decision and is likely to be appealed to the Supreme Court. Nowhere does Section 2 indicate that two minority groups may combine forces to pursue a vote dilution claim. Jones, nominated to the court by former President Ronald Reagan, who had Alzheimer's at the time, wrote on the contrary that the statute identifies the subject of a vote dilution claim as a class in a singular, not the plural. Lord Jesus. Jones was joined by 11 other nominees of the Republican president on the court. Dissenting were 5 members nominated by a Democratic president and 1 nominee of the Republican president. The Fifth Circuit reviews cases from federal district courts in Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Today, the majority finally dismantled the effectiveness of the Voting Rights Act in this circuit, leaving 4 decades of en banc president flattened in its wake. Dissenting Judge Dana Douglas, nominated to the court by President Joe Biden, her dissented note that Galveston County figures predominantly in the nation's Juneteenth celebration, marking the date in 1865 when Union soldiers told enslaved Black people in Galveston that they had been freed. To reach its conclusion, the majority must reject well-established methods of statutory interpretation, judging through hoops to find exceptions, Douglas wrote. So let me get this straight. You sit up there and you put us under one fucking title, minority or BIPOC, whatever the fuck you want to say. And when we finally get together and actually want to tell y'all about yourselves, all of a sudden we can't do that? Make it make sense. Y'all with these damn loopholes. Can I please see what the hell these judges look like? The ones that said that this was unconstitutional? Because this sounds like some bullshit. Did the Constitution not say that we were all supposed to be equal, even though it apparently didn't listen to itself for a few 500 years? I don't know. I don't know how many years it was. But honestly, your motherfucker signed that shit, but you didn't let us be free. How about that shit? Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. Always talking about bring your tired, you're lonely, you're broken. But then you want to kick everybody the fuck out when they do bring their asses here. Or you want to make all these extra fucking rules and shit. It just gets on my damn nerves. That's what it gets on my damn nerves. Motherfuckers get on my last nerves. Anyway, so y'all remember when I reported about old boy that stole the bronze statue of Jackie Robinson, which I still don't understand what the purpose of that shit was. Well, they decided to put his ass in jail. So let's look at this. Kansas man sentenced to prison for stealing bronze Jackie Robinson statue. You got too much time on your hands, sir. Anyways, this was reported yesterday, Wichita, Kansas. The man who stole a bronze Jackie Robinson statue that was cut off at the ankles and found days later. You know, y'all motherfuckers always do that shit with statues because you did it in foreign countries and stole their ancient. Why don't you just take the whole damn foot, jackasses? That don't make sense. Anyways, the man stole, found days later smoldering in a trash can in a city park in Kansas, is going to spend about 15 years in prison. I hope it was worth it, you asshole. Although most of that time is related to a burglary that happened a few days after the January statue heist, judge sentenced Ricky Alderete on Friday on 3 different cases that he said in court stemmed from an addiction to fentanyl. Retribution was never meant for us. That is very true. Sad, but true. The League 42 Youth Baseball League plans to unveil a replacement statue of Robinson crafted from the original mold Monday at a park in Wichita, Kansas. The city was shocked when the statue was cut from its base in January, leaving only the statue's feet behind. The league that primarily serves low-income youth is named after Robinson's uniform number with the Brooklyn Dodgers, with whom he broke the major league's color barrier in 1947. Firefighters found burned remnants of the statue 5 days later while responding to a trash can fire at another park about 7 miles away. Alderete, or whatever the fucker's name is, pleaded guilty to the theft. He was sentenced to 18 months and ordering to pay $41,500 restitution for stealing the statue. He got the most time for an aggravated burglary that happened February 1st that carried a sentence of 13.5 years in prison. Real talk, why did you really have to tell us this shit? I would have been happy just knowing his ass was going to jail. I didn't need to know that because he did something that I personally feel was less than stealing that statue, he got more time. That shit just don't make sense. I'm telling you right now, all the fuckery, none of the calories. That's all I can say. All the fuckery, none of the calories. Whoo, breathing. Whoo. So, it's time for something educational. As you know, I have had my foot on the motherfuckers who are making the Project 2025. I got another story for y'all. So it's a little educational. So here goes my educational song. Here we go.
So many lies, look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we live in proof. Young, constant, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spook. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only so you know we copping that coke. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. We used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit you.
So this is basically why I let y'all hear about the fuckery first before I go ahead and give you the better news. So here's the last fuckery, I hope. 60 years after the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Project 2025 aims to make white men victims and everyone else inferior. Been telling y'all this. So this was written on the 31st. I'm still getting into my deep dive, but I'm telling you what everybody else says. So what I tell you won't be shocking. Congress and Tim Burchett referred to Vice President Kamala Harris as a DEI hire. That was against Kamala Harris as a Negro, an N-word, but for everybody. In racially coded subtext suggesting that she is unqualified for her position because she is a woman of color. Not only of a deeper and more, not only are the vice president's qualifications undeniable, but the slight is representative of a deeper and more organized, troubling attack on the very civil. I'm not looking at. Okay, there it is. Thank you. All right, so Harris is unquestionably qualified. Let's see here now. Oh yes, let me go back. Troubling attack on the civil rights protections that have created equal opportunities for all. Harris is unquestionably qualified. Attacks on her have been racist and sexist as her qualifications as a district attorney in California. She was also California Attorney General and U.S. Senator, to make it clear. But something more sinister is at work here. It is a part of a larger effort to convince the American people to turn their backs on civil rights laws and their universal protections, stoking division over debate. These bastards want to go back to the 1950s. They want to undo everything Malcolm X and everybody else has done. Bitch, I refuse. An ideological and notably extremist set of groups and individuals have detailed their anti-freedom agenda in Project 2025, a 900-plus page how-to guide for presidential administration hostile to civil rights laws we take for granted. In the document, white men are victims of the protection of the rights of people of color and women and LGBTQ people, particularly transgender people of all races. It explicitly wants to reverse the DEI revolution that it claims hurts men, that also includes putting an end to counting our residents under the census and capturing ways to understand whether or not an employer is discriminating by race, gender, and religion, even as that literally includes protections for everyone, including white men. Imagine a sweeping set of laws that usher in extended lives, improved educational success for kids, and help people get better jobs. We not only celebrate it, we protect it. We have those laws on the books now. In its 60th year, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 advanced equal opportunity in myriad ways. In July 1964, schools, restaurants, public bathrooms, and even drinking fountains were strictly segregated through much of the South, while redlining and other forms of discrimination ran rampant in the North. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 added years, literally about 3 to 4 years, onto the life expectancy of Black people when healthcare had to open its once segregated doors. More Black students saw their education improve, while white students continued on the same educational footing. It helped to reduce intense segregation. Schools with 10% or less white students of Black students in Southern schools from 78% in 1978 to 24% in 1988. Thanks to employment protections, opportunities for Black workers, while still far from sufficient, got significantly better with less of a wage gap and less of an employment gap. This legislation helped protect every American from discrimination everywhere in our country, but we are far from finished. As borne out by data and research extremists want to block. Project 2025 maps out a plan to significantly undermine the federal government's power and to enforce the Civil Rights Act, of opening the door to reversing the gains we have made as a country and making more gains near impossible. It would mean that the Department of Education, which Project 2025 wants to shutter altogether, would not be able to investigate complaints of Asian, Latino, Muslim, or transgender children bullied and unprotected because of book bans and teaching behaviors that create a hostile environment for them. Imagine a Department of Justice that could no longer use its resources or investigation powers to determine whether or not police departments are systematically abusing Black or brown or Native American communities. But these extremists are the few, and who we believe in rights are the majority. The Leadership Conference 2023 survey found that more than 80% of Americans are concerned about the loss of rights and freedoms today. Nearly 60% agreed with this statement. American strength is in its diversity. We are a nation defined by the different people who have come together and put truth to the idea that we, the people, can accomplish anything together. That's the problem. You're trying to cultivate more crab mentality. To distract from what we agree on, extremists try to tell us the qualified are unqualified because they are women of color, transgender, or some other version of other. That's called discrimination and is exactly why we need the Civil Rights Act and federal enforcement. Many of the leading civil rights activists who worked to get the Civil Rights Act of 1964 signed into law didn't live to see the full scope of its impact. Instead, they did everything they could and passed the baton to us. Now it's our turn to protect that progress. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is the goddamn definition of DEI, is not the problem. If eviscerating civil rights laws is. I just wanted to say that because the dumbass went to that damn convention and kept asking that woman to describe and define DEI. It's in the title, you jackass. That's why it's an acronym. Acronyms are basically a definition. You bitch. Anyways, hey Nosa, how you doing, girl? I hope you're doing well. Let's get on to the clapbacks. It's time to clap back, y'all, because we got a few people clapping back. Let's do before we begin, though, let me do my little commercial. You know how I do. I haven't played it as much because I feel like I'm bombarding y'all too much, but I'm about to play it now.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay-tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right, don't forget to go subscribe to No Salt's channel. This is it right here. Let me hide that. That's her channel. Go check it out. She also has a page. If you're interested in healthy recipes and whatnot, she be having those out there. So go check out her page. There it is one more time. All right, so Kamala Harris dismisses Trump's attacks on her Black identity. Give me a second here. Ooh, I messed up the top of my mouth. I must have ate something really hot. Vice President Kamala Harris has dismissed former President Donald Trump's attacks on her racial identity. I'm so sick of hiding these words. On Wednesday, July 31st, Harris appeared at a rally in Texas where she reacted to Trump's appearance at the NABJ. I'm not saying all that again. In Chicago, per The Guardian. Trump participated in a question and answer session during which he sparred with Black journalists and questioned Harris's Black identity. I hate the way he says Black. And don't call me a Black. That's not a noun. Following the false claims, Harris called out Trump's divisiveness and disrespect during her rally in Houston. This afternoon, Donald Trump spoke at the annual meeting of the National Association of Black Journalists, Harris said. And it was the same old show, the divisiveness and the disrespect. Let me just say the American people deserve better. The American people deserve a leader who tells the truth, a leader who does not respond with hostility and anger when confronted with the facts. We deserve a leader who understands that our differences do not divide us. They are an essential source of our strength. Harris reacted to Trump's comments at Sigma Gamma Rho. I wanted to join them so bad. Sigma Gamma Rho's International Biennial Boule, the Black sororities gathering of its entire membership in Houston, Texas. The vice president, a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, said she was a proud member of the Divine Nine during her appearance in Houston. There you go. I really did want to join them. That's supposed to be the nerdy group. It was all about education, but I just didn't have the money. And really, I was supposed to be a debutante for the Zeta Phi Betas, but I didn't have a father figure. And, the South is a lot on its, traditions and stuff at times. But it's all right. I'm in a non-collegiate one, but I'm inactive right now because I got too much shit going on. And it has been going on for over 20 years, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm just glad my heart's still beating shit. Now, moving on. So, I love my Black job. Simone Biles appears to take a jab at Trump after Olympic win. So, see, that's a Black job. There you go. We've been trying to figure out what the hell a Black job is. We just missed out. We should have all been flipping and twisting and all that stuff because apparently that's a Black job. Simone Biles loves her Black job. The Olympic gymnast who won 2 gold medals in Paris, making her the most decorated U.S. gymnast, took a swipe at former president and current felon Donald Trump in a post on Friday. What's that? Yep. The 27-year-old shared a post from singer Ricky Davila, who celebrated Biles as she posed for photos clutching her medal and a goat necklace. Simone Biles, being the GOAT, winning gold medals and dominating gymnastics, is her Black job, Davila wrote. I love my Black job, Biles responded, adding a Black heart emoji. There you go. I think I'll start doing Black heart emojis. She started a trend. There you go. Her edges look good. I don't know what they're talking about. Those sororities don't do anything for communities, in my opinion. The one I was with did. The one that I'm with does, because I'm telling you right now, I had to get up early in the morning to go to the Salvation Army and separate things and move things, and I walked for the MS, so some of them do. The post appears to be in response to remarks Trump made at a June debate. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, even 20 million people, he said, about the role immigrants play in the U.S. economy. They're taking black jobs and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and we haven't seen it yet, but we're going to see something that's going to be worse in our history. If they're taking it, why can't we take it back? I'm just saying, how can you take a job from someone if they're not doing it right? That's all I'm saying. I mean, you can't take a job from someone if they're not doing it right. So if someone comes in and takes your job, whose fault is that? Real talk. And I don't think they're really trying to go after a lot of the jobs I think we have. I don't think anybody wants those jobs that you think that we have. Anyways, Trump's comments immediately sparked backlash on Wednesday at the National Association of Black Journalists convention. Trump was asked to define what is a black job. A black job is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job, he said. I don't feel comfortable about having a black job. That doesn't sound right to me. I mean, seriously, I don't feel like that's as stable. A job is a job. I am a black person. God dang you. Controversial remarks from Senator J.D. Vance, the pervert, Republican of Ohio, also resurfaced this week after Biles' win. In 2021, Vance, who is Trump's vice president running mate, questioned why the gymnast should be praised after she withdrew from the Tokyo Olympics to focus on her mental health. Biles had said she developed something gymnasts called the twisties. So let me get this straight. She's worried about her mental health, which basically does everything for her. Like takes care of her body, takes care of her legs and all that good stuff, right? And if she has something called the twisties and she falls on her goddamn neck or something, guess what? She can't take care of none of that no more, because now she had the twisties. She knew something was wrong, but she went ahead. You know what happens when people know something's wrong and they still go ahead and do it? Calamity. That's what happens, you damn upholstery fucker. Get on my name. Got my nerves. Just get on my goddamn nerves. I think, let's see here now. I think it reflects poorly on our sort of therapeutic society that we try to prepare people not for the moments of strength, not for the moments of heroism, but for their weak moments, Vance said at that time. Do you know how brave she had to be to say, I can't do this? A lot of people are pushed into shit because of fear, not because of bravery, because of fear, you jackass, looking like a damn devil. Many social media users have called out Vance in Biles' defense, with one writing, "What the heck has JD Vance ever done that is better than what Simone Biles has done and continues to do?" Exactly. She gives hope for little brown girls and black girls and Asian girls that they can go and hop and flip and win a big ass gold medal for themselves. And then they can pose on Wheaties. Because I hate Wheaties, but for some reason it is very popular. She did the right thing for herself. Exactly. Now, anyways, we getting on into it wasn't a very busy news thing, and on real talk, it's like I'm reading a little faster. It could be because I'm not as I haven't puffed as much, so I'm a little anxious, or it could be what's on my mind. You already know what's on my mind, so I'm shocked to see that. But it looks like we got time, a lot of time actually, for a panel if anybody is interested. We got a few more stories, and then it'll be it'll be up to y'all. Anyways, let's look at the celebrity news, y'all. This shit is just redonkulous. That's all I can say.
Ain't nobody got time for this.
Vanessa Williams recalls a racist Johnny Carson joke about her being first Black Miss America. I'm still so sick and tired that we are all the way here and we are still dealing with that. That's her white half right there, because I'm telling you right now, them crow's feet, shit. But that could mean she lived a good life. Vanessa Williams is reflecting on the early days of her career in a new interview with People. The actress, 61, revealed that the late Johnny Carson made a prejudice joke about her after she became the first Black woman to win the Miss American pageant in 1984. Williams shared that she was in New York City for an appearance when she turned on The Tonight Show, which was hosted by Carson at the time. Pretty much. Let me put that up there. Yeah, I see they deleted it right after she said it. So I'm gonna put that up there right there. Let's see here now. When I had just won, one of my first appearances was in New York City, and I was staying at the Plaza, she said. I remember turning on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and his opening monologue was, "Did you hear we have the first Black Miss America? Yeah, they didn't mention that Mr. T was one of the judges. You asshole. God dang it. Rest in purgatory." I was like, wow, that's telling, Williams added. I thought she was so pretty. Well, she still is. The actress went on to share that she felt the Carson was implying that there had to be one Black judge in order for me to win. That's just me as a 20-year-old realizing, oh, there is some stuff that's still racist and prejudice and tinged with attitude and judgment. I'm trying to burp, and I'm trying not to at the same time. Anyways, Williams added that the Carson joke was just one of so many instances that she experienced that time. The Ugly Betty star recalled that she received many racist comments and even some death threats after her win, according to People. Although her reign was cut short due to nude photos being sold without her consent, Williams does have some good memories from her pageant days. President Reagan called me after I won at the resort hotel in my room and said it was a great thing for our country, she added. I burst into tears when I met Lena Horne because she was my idol. I performed with Ray Charles on the USS. Being on the Love Boat was fun. Williams concluded it was a tremendous year. As terrifying as it was incredible. And hey, she's still landing on her feet, real talk. I mean, it's not that great a deal for us as, but hey, it's her business. I can't be mad at her about it, So it is what it is. I love it for her. We're moving on into health now. Let me just go ahead and get rid of this if it ever goes away. Thank you. All right, here we go. It is. So Black people with Parkinson are underdiagnosed and mistreatment. Yes, she is. She is. I think it's just I'm trying to hold on to my youth. And when I see these people actually showing their age, it freaks me out a little. But yeah, she's still a gorgeous woman. So let's see here now. So this was reported today. A few years ago, the organizers of one of the largest U.S. exercise programs for people with Parkinson's disease realized they had a problem. Most of the students were white. We're always asking who's not in the room and why are they not in the room, said David Levithal, program director for Dance for PD with the Mark Morris Dance Group in New York City. Levithal and his team went to work. They hired more instructors who spoke Spanish or Mandarin and translated marketing materials, which boosted the number of participants from Hispanic and ethnically Chinese communities. But efforts to recruit Black participants haven't been nearly as effective, Levithal said. Exercise is considered fundamental to the treatment of Parkinson's, which studies showing it can alleviate symptoms of the disease and improve mobility, flexibility, and balance. But people who run Parkinson's exercise programs in a handful of U.S. cities describe great difficulty in recruiting Black people. And Parkinson's movement is medicine. So if you're not figuring out how to engage communities in movement, it's basically like withholding medication, Leventhal said. If this were a pill, there would be an uproar. So y'all hear that. If you know anybody with this, they need to be moved around. A small study last year by researchers at Yale showed that after 6 months of exercise, participants' dopamine-producing neurons, the kind destroyed by Parkinson, grew healthier. This year, research published by British Medical Journal encouraged a paradigm shift in which exercise would be individually prescribed as medicine to patients at an early stage of the disease. Oh shit, hold on. My OBS is disconnecting. What the hell? Don't disconnect. God dang it. Reconnecting. Am I still on? Y'all let me know if I'm still on. My shit just said it was disconnecting and I don't know what's going on. Am I still on? Okay, I'm still on, I guess. Shit. Did y'all miss anything? Somebody tell me if they missed anything, because the thing just said that it was shutting down and it was restarting. Did y'all miss anything? Give me a sign here so I can keep on with this story, y'all. Let me know y'all still listening, at least. Shit. Hello. I need to know. Someone, anybody. Am I still online? Okay, good. All right, so moving on. That's why people like Eric Johnson, founder and CEO of Movement Revolution, are frustrated. Johnson said his Chicago area initiative offered a 6-month exercise program for Parkinson patients and increased marketing in the Black community, but got little traction. It was a challenge, he said. I'll be honest. One big hurdle: many Black people don't even know they have the disease. The biological and genetic risk factors have long been understudied in people of African ancestry. Recent research identified a novel risk factor for Parkinson's in the population. Studies show Black people are less likely to be diagnosed with Parkinson. Some point to doctored bias. For example, an article published last year in Nature concluded that bias can influence the evaluation of patients with decreased facial expressivity, a common Parkinson's symptom in which the facial muscles harden, making it difficult to smile, raise eyebrows, and express feelings. When a white person shows up at the doctor's office with such symptoms, doctors would likely recognize them as Parkinson's, said Bernard Coley, an advocate for people with Parkinson's disease, especially those in under-engaged communities. But when a Black person has the same symptoms, the doctor might interpret their behavior as disconnected or angry, said Coley, who's on the board of California chapter of Parkinson Foundation. See what they said about assuming shit? You make an ass out of yourself. About 1 in 5 Black adults say they've been treated unfairly or with disrespect by healthcare providers in the past 3 years because of their race or ethnic background, compared with 3% of white adults, according to KFF's survey last year. The survey also found that 6 in 10 Black adults say they prepare for possible insults and feel they must be careful about their appearance during healthcare visits, while 1 in 3 white adults feel the same. All right, I'm gonna tell you off the back. I don't know what it is, but my mom made sure I was clean and I smelled good and my hair was done whenever I went anywhere. And I feel the same way. If I'm gonna go see someone I don't know that's about to check me, I want to be clean. I want to go take a shower before I go see them. I want clean clothes. I want my hair to be done. I don't want shit to be out of order. That's just how I was raised. Maybe, I don't know. I feel it's the right way to think, though. Why would I want you to come in my office stinking and looking nasty and shit? I had to teach somebody whose breath was that funky. I didn't know what the hell to do with myself. Shit, I hurried up and paired her up with someone else. That person was pissed at me, but shit, I could still breathe. Anyways, Coley said that the bias can lead to a delayed or missed Parkinson diagnosis, and then once diagnosed, a Black patient might be reluctant to join an exercise program for fear of retribution on the job. You do not want to come off as sick or challenged, Coley said, because of your employer will use any excuse to get rid of you. I am so serious. That's what I'm going through right now. I am right now, just now, talking about I'm hurting, this hurts, that hurts, I can't do this, I just got accommodations. But the problem is my brain is telling me don't show them weakness, they'll get rid of you. I am fighting against that culture. I am fighting against, opening my mouth. Like they said, Black women need to complain more like white women. And I think it's true, because the way we're raised, we're supposed to make sure that we're dependable and that they can't get rid of us. And we're this, and we work our asses into an early grave. That's what we really do. So I advocate, if you hurt, say something. By law, they can't get rid of you. Real talk. If it's on paper, they can't get rid of your ass. I'm just saying. So we need to start fighting for our rights even more. I'm just saying, because it's ridiculous. I know damn well I went to work my first years of work, and I was told not to ask to go home when it was time to go home, because that made you seem lazy. You had to wait until the motherfuckers remembered your ass was here. Exactly. Let's see. We do not want to come off as sick or challenged. That's what he said. Pride and privacy are off other factors, said Wendy Lewis, CEO of the Parkinson Council in Philadelphia. Black and brown families don't share and tell their business, she said. They don't trust their story with anybody else. An important step toward building trust and increasing participation in Parkinson's exercise programs is for Black people to lead the education and recruitment, said Tammy Jo Best, nurse coordinator for the Parkinson's Disease Comprehensive Care Clinic at Emory University in Atlanta. As a Black person who recruits patients for clinical trials, Beth said she often overcomes mistrust. When they look at me, they see themselves, she said. After his less than successful effort to recruit black Parkinson patients into his exercise program in Chicago, Johnson concluded that the fact that he's not black is an important factor. Leventhal, who runs the Parkinson exercise program in New York, has come to the same conclusion. Well, shit, I thought y'all were black. Well, no wonder. Shit. His organization, the Mark Morris Dance Group, is fundraising to provide the micro grants to groups in underserved communities to start Parkinson dance programs so that they can become the holder of the purse and the puller of the purse strings, and they're making those financial decisions on their own. Just a damn thing. Static and volume is low. What you mean? My volume is low? And if you hear static, it's not static. It's actually the area I'm in my background is actually, it has sound. That's actually crackling fire. That's what that is. But if I'm really low, I'm not sure because my volume is up. Give me a second. Where's my mic? Yeah, my mic is all the way up. Give me another second. Let me see here now. The volume is all the way up. Guess your volume became you know what probably happened was the internet. I'm just saying it might have been the internet right there. So give me a second, I'll see what I can do, but it might be just the internet fucking with me. Let me see. It won't let me do stereo. Reduce background noise, automatically adjust volume. Let me take that off and okay, how's that? Is that better? I put it to 200. Can you hear me? Tell me if it's too loud, because I pushed it up to 200. I'm going to wait for y'all to let me know, because if I'm blasting your eardrums, let me know. I'm going to close this news story, because I got to move on to the next one. I got one more health one, and then some weird shit. Can y'all hear me now? Because I went ahead and I moved something, and I pushed up the volume. You still can't hear me? Look, I don't know what to do then. I can try and refresh, because I really don't know what happened. Alright, give me a second. I'll try and refresh, but if it doesn't go up, then that's just my internet, I guess. Give me a second. Alright, how's this? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Okay, we hear you. Let's keep going. Okay. So in the newest story, study shows Generation X and millennials are higher cancer risk. Great. I'm right there between X and millennials. I hope this doesn't include me. I really hope it doesn't. I can hear you. I shared this video to my Facebook. Thank you. So let me go on. Let's see here now. So this was reported 2 days ago. I wish she had a comb in her hair. I'm sorry. My mother has a perfect afro. So when I see these new afros, it throws me off. Anyways, this week the American Cancer Society published a new study that proves that youth does not protect people from developing cancer. Testing 34 types of cancer among 23 million adults, 34, that's a special number, in the U.S. born between 1920 and 1990, the ACS research found that younger generations were more likely to develop 17 different types of cancer, of which 5 of them could be deadly. That is fucked. The risk is increasing from baby boomers to Generation X and from Generation X to millennials. Dr. Medin Jamel, you're Jamel from now on, study author and cancer epidemiologist at the American Cancer Society, told U.S. Today. Why did they dress that child like that? You are more likely to develop cancer in your 30s and 40s if you were born in the 1990s and 1980s. Ah, shit. Than your parents were, who were born in the 1950s and 1940s. Dr. Bill Dahoud, chief scientific officer at the American Cancer Society, added per CBS. That is a terrifying picture right there. According to the study's findings, Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980, and millennials, I deny this shit here. Millennials born between 1981 and 1996, I think it's 1982, fuck you, were more likely to develop cancer in their breast, liver, ovary, colorectal, colorectal, uterine, pancreatic, gallbladder, kidney, testicle, and testicular, and more, with liver, uterine, gallbladder, testicular, and colorectal cancer having the highest mortality rates. Additionally, patients born in 1990 were three times more likely to have kidney and small intestine cancer compared to those born in 1955, the baby boomers. Similarly, millennial women held higher rates of liver cancer compared to their older counterparts. Okay, I can answer for that one. More stress, more drinking, because I just had to like curb myself. I got a little sick last night, but not really. I was supposed to have moderation, but you know, I was so relaxed and so happy to be relaxed. That's my fault. Still working on myself. Though the study did not underline the reason for younger generations facing increased risk, experts suspect it could be a result of a number of things. It's likely an environmental aspect. The hood explain whether that's diet, lack of exercise, some other exposure. We do need more research in those areas. This is terrifying. Timothy Rebick, professor of cancer prevention at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, echoed these sentiments, sharing that lifestyle factors may explain the study's results. Early exposure to poor eating habits and diet can lead to obesity, which the Center of Disease Control and Prevention says can increase overall health and cancer risks. Though more research is needed at a pinpoint the exact explanation for these risks, experts agree that adults should be participating in more health screenings. From family history to regular checkups, early detection can decrease the mortality rate of some of these cancers. Yep. Yep. I wouldn't deny it. I was doing pretty good, but this stress is weighing on me. I'm not very good with the waiting game, but you know, that's life. The increase in cancer rates among this younger group of people indicate generational shifts in cancer risk and often serve as an early indicator of future cancer burden in the country. Dr. Jamal added in a press release, the data highlights the critical need to identify and address underlying risk factors in Generation X and millennial populations to inform prevention strategies. If people have symptoms, do not dismiss them, Dr. Andrea Sersek, a gastrointestinal oncologist at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, encourages. These dogs paid us this. Hell yeah. Y'all need, for real, y'all need to see my damn face compared to last year. It's ridiculous. And that's it with that. I'm not going to go any further into that sports stuff. Before I continue, I'm going to do my last little commercial, and then we're going to get into this weird ass news. And then if y'all want, I can give you up to 30 minutes of panel time if y'all want. If not, you know how I do. 2 minutes and I'm out. So here's my commercial. Give me a second here so I can pull it up. There we go.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right, here we go. So, Iowa man harvests massive 8.33 pound eggplant. What the hell are you using? The hell? If we could get more vegetables like that, you know how we wouldn't have food deserts like we have them. I wish this picture would come up so y'all could see this shit, because I saw a picture of the bitch. It really kind of looked like a bowling ball. Sorry. Oh, yeah. See? I wasn't joking. Look at that big ass thing. What did he do? Sir, I commend you, sir. Whatever you did, keep it up and tell some of these farmers what you did so we can have more food in this goddamn place. Exactly. That's a full size. I think I was 8 pounds at 8 pounds, 21 ounces. That motherfucker was heavier than me. What did you do? A giant vegetable enthusiast from Iowa broke a world record when he harvested an eggplant weighing in at a staggering 8.33 pounds. Dave Bennett from Davis County had his eggplant examined by Inspector Ivan Hankins of the Iowa Department of Agriculture and Land Stewardship, Iowa Weights and Measures Bureau. That is too long a goddamn name. Damn. Hankins confirmed that the 8.33-pound eggplant is the largest in the world. Who the hell is trying to grow large eggplants? Eggplant parmesan, I guess. I've been growing eggplants for probably 5 years now, Bennett told Radio Iowa. 2 years ago, I set the record at 5.6 pounds. He said Guinness World Records has been in contact to tell him his application for the record was approved. The previous record of 7.21 pounds was grown in England in 2022. Eventually, I will have a plaque that says I grew the largest eggplant, Bennett said. Well, that's good for you, sir. Now, how about you tell us that secret so we can reduce our damn food deserts? That's all I got to say about that. But y'all, that is it for the news. Now, if y'all want, we can have a discussion Sunday, but that's up to y'all. There it is, Discussion Sunday. You know how I do. I'm going to share my link, and if you're interested, you come up here and we can discuss anything that you want to talk about or some of the shit that I was talking about this evening. Now, if you don't, that's your choice. Because otherwise, I'm just like, I already did my laundry, so I'm good. And I made some fried green tomatoes, and then I ate so many, I made myself sick of them. So they're in the refrigerator, and now the only thing I really want is maybe some ice cream, which I do have. So I'm excited about that. So anyways, if y'all want to come up and have a chat with me, come on up. And yeah, my hair is still in braids. Terry saw it. I actually did them by hand, but I would love to know how to, And did anybody notice that I am mute? Did anybody notice that shit? I did not know I was muted. Anyways. So yeah, like I said, so it's 7:53 where I am. No, 7:51. At 7:53, if nobody answers, I'm out of here. I had some this week. Love me some fried green tomatoes. I like fried green tomatoes, but I really like tomatoes and cucumbers in salt and vinegar. I'm not a pepper fan. Most people will have it with pepper as well, but yes, girl, I still have some. I'm so sorry. I wanted to make them for you yesterday, but it was freaking hot. Girl, okay, I promise you, the next time that you come over, I will cook them for you. I promise, because I think I did okay. But some of them I messed up, and I didn't eat those. So next time I definitely will. Watermelon with what? What is Taijin? Is that Mexican seasoning? I like watermelon with I like watermelon with salt, really. I think that's a Mississippi thing. Yes, I like the green tomatoes. Oh God, yeah. I'm not sure yet how I feel about I'm not sure yet how I feel about what is it? I'm not sure how I feel yet about fried tomato. Not fried tomatoes, but fried pickles. Because every time they're a little too spicy for me. I don't like spicy shit. And I mean, I thought it was just going to have a fry and a bitter taste, but it comes off as spicy. Oh, salt and chili? No, I'm good. I made the mistake one time when I lived in Houston, and I ran up on this ice cream truck, and I thought red meant like cherry or strawberry or some shit. Man, that was chili. That was the nastiest thing I ever had. Oh, that sounds delicious. I have a little bit of the store-bought pasta salad from like last week. It should be good. Like I said, when I have food in my house, like Terry said, we can't eat healthy. I do not eat healthy. I pick up stuff, but I have yet to be able to afford like groceries yet because of the situation I'm still stuck in. Didn't care for the fried pickles. That's what I'm saying. The fried pickles, I don't know how I feel about it because they be having that nasty sauce, and I don't like that either. I do like calamari. I ain't even gonna lie. I do like calamari, but I don't think I'm supposed to eat it, so I need to let off of that one. And I have to let go of catfish because it's a bottom feeder, and you're not supposed to eat bottom feeders. So yeah, I gotta let that go. It's hard. It took me a minute to get out of pork. Matter of fact, now that I remember, I got some beef bacon in my refrigerator. I'm gonna go eat a piece. I gotta make it last though. Like I said, I don't really do a full. For me, grocery shopping means I don't really need to go buy food for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Just a few weeks. He ate catfish. That's catfish he ate. I did not know that was catfish. They said that catfish was a bottom feeder and we wasn't supposed to eat it. Nobody told me he ate catfish. Girl, because I make some pretty catfish. I ain't even gonna lie. I put it in a batter and put in some cornmeal and fry that thing. Because I learned when you put it in a batter, then it looks nice. Tilapia? I hate tilapia. It don't got no nice flavor. I don't like the flavor. Girl, we could talk about this on a regular basis, but if y'all ain't coming up, then I'll chat with y'all a little bit more, but then I'm gonna leave because I have no more news and I don't know what to do when I don't know what to do. I just sit there and start fidgeting. So, but anyways, yeah, I don't like tilapia, not that much. And I'm pretty much allergic to most shellfish, which is kind of fucked up because some of that stuff be very good. Girl, I'm telling you right now, I love this hat. I got a hat like this down south because you gotta have a hat down south when you when you have to mow the lawn. It'd be hot as hell even in the morning. Oh, you are very welcome, girl. I feel like I said, I want to get the news out to people. I actually want to show people what the real meaning of woke is. And that's to know what the hell is going on around you, not all this crazy ass shit. And basically, this is a real woke channel. We talk about what's happening around us, not what the hell we stand for. If you have a Facebook, please. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, unfortunately, I lost. At one point, I had 128 people. I checked today and I got 121. So I lost 2 more people. I don't know what I did. Maybe it was my new I Got Smoke. By the way, like I said, I did release my I Got Smoke. I released it, I believe, Thursday or Friday. So if you're interested, go check out my part 2 of how I'm going to survive a horror movie. And please leave a like and all that stuff. When I get paid, I'm going to try and do a campaign to promote it because I accidentally have been hitting the wrong I've been leaving a setting on that kind of fucked up everything. Yes, there is, and I will be back on about that. Like I said, I've already done my 2 I Got Smoke, so my next I Got Smoke will be a deep dive, and that will be on the what you call it. Oh, good. I wasn't sure. I thought it got kind of cringy. I'm glad to know that it was funny. I don't have a Facebook. I deactivated mine 2 years ago. I don't blame you. I really only go on mine to talk to certain relatives, and that's about it. But real talk, my next one is going to be a deep dive on Project 2025. So I will be back, different background and all that good stuff. But anyways, I love y'all. Without y'all, I would be nothing. Please do, if you know someone that's into this kind of information, please hit the please ask them to come check out my page, like, share, and I love talking to y'all because really this is also a form of therapy for me. So like I said, take care of me, please, and I'll take care of you. That's all I can say. So here's my outro, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Peace.
I can't stay. It's got to go. Playing house to stay home with my soul. All the road I can't stay. No, I always got to go. Playing house to stay home with my soul. All the road